used that rule of when thunder roars, go indoors so many times. I can't tell you.
And you're telling America.
And I'm telling America. Am I a hypocrite, or am I just being smart by passing on some stuff to people?
I feel like, Paul Goodlow and I were saying, I think you're risking it even more, because who's going to get struck by lightning? Mother Nature is going to want to prove you wrong, because you went and told everybody, and then we all go, oh, Dave Schwartz telling us to not go inside. Look who didn't follow his
Right, like a death notice, meteorologist hit by lightning.
Exactly.
Right.
That's just what you need.
Yeah, well, I think the idea is be smart, right?
Absolutely, and be safe.
And be safe, yeah. Welcome to Weather Center Live on a Monday afternoon. I'm Dave Schwartz.
And I'm Alex Wilson. This afternoon, we are getting you ahead of a growing weather threat, not just the lightning, but dangerous storms that could also produce hail, damaging winds, and flooding, because we don't have just one day of heavy rain, we've got several. North and east of Leavenworth, so you're not in the area, but we'd be watching right around this notch for a possible tornado. Do not go out and look for it, because it could be rain-wrapped. Or highest frequency of lightning is.
That's the #1 place to get hit by hurricanes, too.
Right.
It just sticks out right in the middle of the ocean.
Parts of the Gulf Coast as well, then getting up into the Mississippi Valley. And when we talk about lightning deaths by month, one sticks out by a long shot.
So we're right in the middle of it. Kids are out of school, it's warm, people are on vacation. The one thing you don't want to be is the tallest item in the landscape. Like if you're on the beach, you may be the tall... You might as well be the Empire State Building at that point.
And that's why we talk about the golf courses, too. When you're out there on a golf course, you're really the only thing out there. And we've already seen 16 deaths thus far this year in 2015. 2 into the state of Arizona, 2 in North Carolina and Iowa, but 3 in the state of Florida.
3 in the state of Florida. So let's be careful when thunder roars.
Up in the northwest, we've had record-setting heat. We've been talking about highs 15 to 25 degrees above average. So heat advisories continue for parts of Northern California, getting into a little bit of Washington State, but mainly Oregon. Then we've got the fire weather watches into parts of Montana, Idaho, and Washington. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s for Seattle and Portland, mid to upper 90s in Redding and Medford, 91 in Boise, 88 for Spokane, 89 in Salt Lake City. And keep in mind, you've had storms moving through the area. We've got that upper level low offshore through the middle part of the week, so that jet stream stays far up to the north. The heat stays in play for the west. But look what happens towards the end part of the week. We get that cooler onshore flow as that upper level low moves into the Intermountain West. So because we change up the pattern or the positioning just a little bit, we're going to see some relief, especially into western parts of Washington and Oregon, where temperatures will return a little closer to average. So notice where you see the yellow, that's where the highs get back down to typical levels for this time of year. And actually that upper low is going to bring cool temperatures and even some storms to areas where you see that blue shading. So that's what's on tap for the end of the week. Tomorrow, highs stay 10+ degrees above average for Portland, Seattle, also into Spokane. And look at Wednesday, still in the 90s for Seattle at 91. That's 17 degrees above average. On Thursday, 97 in Spokane, 16 degrees above average. Medford and Portland both in the mid-90s, low 90s for Seattle once again. In Portland, your average high is 79. We stay well above the mark through Thursday, but by Friday, we're above average, but those highs will fall about 10 degrees from where they'd been into the mid-80s. So it'll definitely be a little bit more of a manageable heat by the time we get into the end of the week, Dave.
Leavenworth, well, you're getting hit hard right now.
You are.
That's what's headed into Kansas City.
Right, and the beaches of Florida also dealing with some very, very strong storms, too. So another place where maybe you're on your beach vacation. Hopefully you saw those dark skies beginning to move over so that you could get off the beach before it was too late.
This is max time for thunderstorms.
Absolutely.
It gets hot, boom, the thunderstorms hit.
Right, and that's exactly what we have been waiting for and watching for throughout the day. Our severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes, he warned us, and he is here now to talk about the chance of thunderstorms